Everyone are busy buying Pi coin, but they don't wish to tell you the reasons. Did you believe that Pi network surges from $1 to $5 or $10? Yeah, Pi has already surged past the symbolic $1 barrier, but this could be just the beginning of something much bigger. Also, Binance wallet activity has just been detected that strongly suggests Pi network is about to be listed on the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. All is after the ecosystem now live, and a major announcement coming at the Consensus Summit in Toronto on May 14th. And now we could be witnessing the perfect storm that sends Pi to $5 or even $10. Just stay with me. I'm going to give you every details about what's happening behind the scenes that every pioneer needs to know right now. Just take a look. Oh, how Pi surge on market chart. I advise you to not sell your Pi coin because soon you are going to bright like billionaire. This Pi network's growth trajectory is the backdrop of improved US-China trade relations. Its many blog post update I'm going to craft down. I encourage you to stay with me until the end. Let's first greet and welcome you all watching from Vietnam, China, South Korea, Thailand, India, the United States, or anywhere else in our 60 million strong community. You can now join our community by subscribe and ring notification bell. Also drop your felling for Pi potential in comment section, along with Pi network to the moon and your country name to show everyone just how far our global family stretches. Let's now get started. Based on Pi coin price surge, the whales start buying Pi coin on high volume for many reasons like 14 May ecosystem launch and Pi coin listing on Binance. Also, massive partnership among countries like China and USA that creates an incredibly fertile environment for innovative financial technologies like Pi network to flourish across borders. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange by trading volume, appears to be preparing to officially list Pi coin on its platform, a move that would represent a truly transformative moment for the entire Pi network ecosystem. Multiple crypto analysts have detected unusual wallet activity that strongly indicates integration testing is underway, a standard procedure before adding a new token to the exchange. The timing here is absolutely critical. This activity comes just days before the highly anticipated Pi network update, expected to be announced at the Consensus Summit in Toronto on May 14th, one of the most influential global blockchain conferences of the year. This appears to be a carefully choreographed sequence of events. Remember how Binance typically operates? They rarely telegraph their listings in advance, but savvy observers can spot the technical preparations happening on-chain. What we're seeing now matches the pattern that preceded other major token listings on their platform. The Pi core team has maintained strategic silence on exchange listings while focusing on building real utility. But the blockchain doesn't lie. Something significant is happening behind the scenes that could catapult Pi into the mainstream crypto conversation virtually overnight. The Pi coin price has already responded dramatically to this speculation. Within just 24 hours of the Binance wallet activity being detected, the token surged by over 11%, climbing to 65 cents, while its 24-hour trading volume soared more than 133%, exceeding $100 million. These movements aren't just market noise. They indicate growing confidence from both retail and institutional investors, who are increasingly recognizing Pi network's massive potential as a truly global digital currency. Pi network has officially surpassed the $1 mark in perceived market value, a symbolic milestone that has ignited widespread excitement across its global community. While the Pi core team has yet to officially list Pi on external exchanges, the ecosystem is already showing remarkable signs of real-world valuation. Peer-to-peer transactions and enclosed ecosystem barter marketplaces reveal that the coin is trading in some regions at values equal to or greater than $1, with some communities even adhering to the fascinating global consensus value, GCV, of 1 Pi equals $314,159 during special promotional events. This represents validation of Pi's unique approach to building value from the ground up, rather than through typical market mechanisms. We're seeing coffee shops in Vietnam, electronic stores in Thailand, and even auto dealerships in China displaying Pi prices alongside their national currencies, a grassroots adoption that precedes rather than follows exchange listings, completely inverting the usual crypto development path. For many pioneers, the $1 milestone is just the beginning of Pi's journey. Serious analysis suggests Pi could reach $5 or even $10 within the next year, provided key infrastructure components are completed as expected. The combination of Binance wallet activity, the upcoming Consensus Summit announcement, the achievement of the $1 milestone, and the favorable global economic backdrop creates a perfect storm of catalysts that could propel Pi to $5 or even $10 far sooner than skeptics believe possible. For pioneers who have been patiently mining and building within the ecosystem, this potential validation comes as the result of a community-first approach that has distinguished Pi from the beginning. The launch of Open Mainnet would remove the final technical barriers to widespread trading. Full-scale KYC verifications would unlock the enclosed balances of millions of users. Integration with cross-chain protocols would connect Pi to the broader crypto ecosystem, and continued development of applications within the Pi ecosystem would drive real utility beyond speculation. Crypto market behavior has consistently shown that new currencies with strong communities and compelling narratives can achieve rapid growth once trading becomes fully public. The story of Pi, with its massive mobile-first adoption and emphasis on inclusion, positions it uniquely to benefit from such momentum. Unlike projects that struggle to find users after listing, Pi Network already has over 60 million engaged pioneers ready to transact when the ecosystem fully opens. The most compelling evidence for Pi's growth potential comes from its real-world adoption that's already happening. In China, BYD Auto Service Co. in Changsha City has facilitated complete car sales through full PI payments, reflecting growing confidence in the cryptocurrency's value and utility. Similarly, in Vietnam, small businesses like Quyen Gia Coffee have integrated PI into their payment systems, highlighting the token's practical applications beyond theoretical use cases. These aren't just test cases, they represent functioning economic activity using Pi as a medium of exchange, the fundamental purpose of any successful currency. Adding further momentum to Pi Network's growth trajectory is the backdrop of improved US-China trade relations. The recent trade agreement between these economic powerhouses creates an incredibly fertile environment for innovative financial technologies like Pi Network to flourish across borders. With Pi already gaining significant traction in both countries, this improved economic climate could accelerate cross-border commercial use cases and institutional adoption. The Consensus Summit in Toronto on May 14, 2025, now looms as a potentially pivotal moment in Pi Network's history. Industry insiders suggest the core team may use this prestigious platform to announce not just the Binance listing, but a comprehensive roadmap for Pi's full market integration. The convergence of Binance wallet activity with this major conference appearance creates a compelling narrative that something truly significant is about to unfold. What should pioneers be watching for? Beyond the potential exchange listing announcement, pay close attention to any updates regarding the Open Mainnet timeline, which would represent the final technical milestone in Pi's development. The core team may also unveil new partnerships with established financial institutions that would further legitimize Pi as a mainstream digital currency rather than merely a crypto project. New ecosystem applications that drive utility could also be showcased, demonstrating Pi's evolution into a complete blockchain ecosystem rather than just a token. Whether you've been with Pi since the very first days of the project or have just discovered it recently, you're participating in what could be a defining moment in the evolution of accessible digital currency. The next few weeks could transform Pi from a promising project into a mainstream financial phenomenon that reshapes how millions of people worldwide think about and use digital assets in their daily lives. If you found this analysis valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated as this story develops. Keep mining, keep building, and remember, we're not just using a cryptocurrency, we're helping create a new digital economy for everyone.